I was just thinking the fact that women's earning potential is on the trajectory upwards and that they're getting more educated and getting better jobs and better income doesn't really, like in comparison to men, doesn't really mean anything in terms of like women have it better because they're starting from having nothing or actually having a debt. You know what I mean? I'm watching this video that I think is really important. So I'm trying to get more grounded in the perspective of men because I'm not a man. So I don't know what's going on in their world. Not that I know what's going on in women's world, but I just generally have more women around me. I have more women friends. So I don't know a lot about what's going on with men, but they were just mentioning that, you know, women are on this upward trajectory. And I think it's important whenever you state that kind of statistic that you also say that they're starting from nothing, because it's not really a balanced conversation. Like, yes, women are getting better pay and better jobs because they didn't have anything before. They didn't have anything before. And I think the fact that men are facing this stagnation is really just a symptom of greater economic society for the working class and increasingly the middle class being in stagnation, being stagnant. You know, men represent society when it comes to these things because for so long they held all the cards. And in this conversation, if men's wages are decreasing or staying the same, that means society as a whole, our economic status is, for working class people and middle class people somewhat, are staying the same or going down. Women going up doesn't mean anything because we're having to like climb our way up to something. You know what I mean? I don't really like those comparisons because I don't think it helps anyone. I think it makes men feel bad about themselves and fuels the women hate train. And I think it's just dishonest when talking about women's history. It's like you shouldn't compare. We shouldn't compare these things. They're completely different conversations. When we're talking about men's earning potential and men's wages, we should really just be talking about that in the context of society as a whole, because they tend to represent society because they hold the recorded history of being able to be paid wages at all. And then women are a completely separate conversation because we have a completely different context. And then if you want to break that down into even more nuance, then you would have to, you know, address the specific experiences of specific women and all of our intersections. But I don't think it's a helpful comparison. I think we should stop comparing men and women's economic experiences in the world when it comes to like seeing how men are doing. They're completely different conversations. We should just probably compare men of today to men of the past. I think that would be a more balanced conversation that makes more sense. But what do you think? I don't know. It's literally a thought that just came to mind. So I could change my mind.